What if Wolverine was cursed, not mutated? In this alternate timeline, James Howlett was never born with a mutant gene. There was no Weapon X, no adamantium experiments, no X-Men. Instead, his story begins in 1883, deep in the Canadian wilderness, where a dying shaman, cast out by his tribe, utters a curse with his final breath. Let the next to spill blood and hate never die, never heal. That next man is James, a child of aristocrats and trauma. Young James murders his father's killer in a blind rage, unknowingly activating the curse. From that moment forward, his body becomes a vessel of suffering and survival. His wounds heal almost instantly, not through mutation but through dark magic. The pain, however, never lessens. Every time his skin knits together, he feels it. The searing burn of muscles fusing, bones grinding, nerves regrowing like roots through stone. The claws are no longer bone. They are forged obsidian, artifacts that sprout from his knuckles only in battle, covered in glowing red runes that whisper in an ancient tongue. He didn't choose them. They chose him, and every time he uses them, he loses a little more of his soul. As the decades pass, Wolverine stops aging, but he does not stop hurting. He cannot forget a single wound, a single scream, a single face he's killed. His memories aren't just vivid, they haunt. He walks the earth not as a man, but as a cursed immortal punished for wrath. He's hunted by secret societies who believe his blood can summon gods, stalked by demons drawn to his torment, and feared by those who glimpse the flicker of red flame behind his eyes. Without Xavier to guide him or Cyclops to challenge him, Wolverine becomes a lone myth, a beast in the woods, a devil on the battlefield, a ghost in old war photos. He's fought in every war since the 1800s, not because he wanted to, but because something within him needed violence to survive. One day, a dying witch approaches him in Romania and tells him the truth. The curse can only be broken if he willingly lays down his claws for 10 years. 10 years without blood, vengeance, or rage. 10 years of peace. Wolverine tries. He disappears into the Arctic, alone, silent, trying to forget what he is. But the world keeps pulling him back. A village under attack. A child kidnapped. A woman in danger. And every time he unsheathes the claws, the 10-year clock resets. In the end, the curse was never about punishment. It was about testing the soul of a man who couldn't stop fighting. Not because he wanted to, but because the world wouldn't let him. And so Wolverine walks on, not as a hero, not as a mutant, but as a cursed relic of a broken world, seeking redemption in a world that only ever asked him to kill.